beautiful people of this universe. I've recently turned vegan. It has been probably a month ago, and I never thought that this was gonna happen. Ask me a few months before I started vegan, are you gonna turn vegan, Scott? My answer would be a sharp no, because I genuinely thought that was it. I was gonna be vegetarian for the rest of my life, no questions asked. A lot of people don't know much about veganism and they just crucify it. And a lot of people that are in veganism just crucify people outside of veganism. I don't know, it's just like, I didn't ever think that I would turn into a vegan. Ever. I was very happy being a vegetarian for the rest of my life. And we don't know what's gonna bring tomorrow. We judge someone else, but what if you're that person tomorrow? Or what if you are that person and you're not even aware of your own self, but everyone else sees that? It was the best decision I ever made. I am way for veganism now than I've ever been in my whole life. I used to think, okay, it's a very honorable thing, but I never saw myself as a vegan or ever transitioning into one. It was kind of a surprise. I never saw the point of veganism, and I never understood. I just thought, you know what, eggs, milk, it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm eating the real thing, you know. But then, of course, it's like I was guided to become a vegan, as I may say, and then once I became a vegan, I started understanding about the cruelty that actually went in place to eggs, milk, and honey. I knew some prior, but I know more now. One day I literally just got up and I watched this video on YouTube and I was like, I'm turning a vegan. And I suddenly realized that there's a link to acne and veganism, so veganism can actually cure acne. And I was like, you know what? My acne has just been getting worse from my T-zone disappeared but gone to my cheeks, and it's worse than it's ever been. It's cystic now, meaning it's extremely deep and it's much more damaging than it's ever been. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna try being a vegan. I tried for a week and I was shocked. I was shocked at the results. I was like, my acne is like reducing and swelling, and it's gone much smaller. And it wasn't very noticeable for other people, but I certainly felt it as I myself live with my acne every day. I just began to realize, okay, if I push, I think it's going to improve much more. Now it's been a month or more, and I have no cystic acne anymore. No cystic acne. This is all acne scarring, which would have gotten worse if I left this off. And now I'm working towards fixing my acne scarring, because I myself have found out that literally, if I can cure my own acne, and I've been able to do this by myself, by just my own research, I can certainly cure my own acne scars. I'm working on a big project. I don't want to talk too much about this on a video from the acne and my acne journey and how I've cured it and stuff like that. So I'll go more in depth in that video. But this video explains one big link on how I've cured it, but in the actual project I'll explain is to the tip on what caused it and what has cured it. So I don't want to give too much away because that's going to be a huge project on itself, and I'm really excited to post and publish that once I've edited it. Currently I'm just filming the product. Anyways, so getting back into the video. So the first reason was the acne. So curing the acne, because my acne had gotten worse, and I found there was a link with veganism and curing acne. So I tried that out and it started working for me. And then the second link was because I wanted to be more healthy. I generally just wanted to be more healthy. I began realizing I felt so much better when I was eating healthier. And I started I used to eat a lot of vegetarian fast food. As you may know, as I said, I used to be a vegetarian, and I didn't used to care much for my diet. So I was like, you know what, I don't really have much choice if I'm vegan. I will have to eat healthy. So I tried, that was my second reason, to eat healthier. My third reason was because when I would eat anything that was from an animal or a dairy product, when I started having my spiritual awakening, I'm still having it, and I'm still very new to it all, so I'm not going to be making any videos on it as of yet, but I will in the future, I've started noticing that I could feel the energy. To some of you, this is going to be blah 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 nonsense. Others of you, you're going to be able to relate and understand what I'm saying right now. I could feel the energy of the food, and every single time I ate anything linked to animal products, I started feeling heavier, less energized, and that is how I felt. It's not what somebody else told me, I felt like that. I was tired of it. I didn't enjoy eating as much eggs anymore like I used to. And I'm telling you now, I used to eat an extreme, impressive, not gonna lie. I mean, it's not impressive anymore, but it was impressive at the time. The amount of eggs I'd have a day. I'd have scrambled eggs like it was nobody's business. I'd have fried eggs. I'd have all kinds of eggs you can imagine. I'd have a lot of milk in college because I'd have a hot chocolate every day. I used to have honey, pretty much just spoons of honey, and I just have all of that all the time. And I just noticed with the days that I didn't, I'd feel so much better. So that was a big factor to why I transitioned into being a vegan, and currently will always be a vegan. I am not planning to change back, but you never know what life is gonna head you to. So I cannot say that I will always be a vegan, but from now and with the experience I'm feeling, yes, I will always be a vegan. And there is a lot to learn in veganism. There's a lot. It's a big, broad subject. Recipes are a lot harder, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're a lot harder, but it's pushed me to cook. I baked my first vegan cake. Here's some pictures. I posted a post on it on my Instagram. I baked my first vegan cake, guys. Like, I had never ever baked a cake in my life before, and when I turned vegan, it encouraged me to like bake and cook, because you can't necessarily just buy anything. It's not at your fingertips anymore, so it encourages you to make your own product. A lot of people don't know much about veganism and they just crucify it. And a lot of people that are in veganism just crucify people outside of veganism. I don't know, it's just like, I didn't ever think that I would turn into a vegan. Ever. I was very happy being a vegetarian for the rest of my life. And we don't know what's gonna bring tomorrow. We judge someone else, but what if you're that person tomorrow? Or what if you are that person and you're not even aware of your own self, but everyone else sees that, and you're just bad-mouthing them to someone, but deep down the person you're bad-mouthing them to sees you as that person. Doesn't it change the scenarios when you think of it like that? Doesn't it completely change? And like, I never like completely understood when people would be like, don't badmouth people. Don't do it, because you might have that own quality in yourself. I'd be like, no, I don't. If I'm bad mouthing it, it's because I don't. But life has surprised me so many times, and I'm starting to like make a habit of judging people less and talking bad about people much, much less. I noticed that there are so many things to life that we just overlook. And I love making these videos, and every single time I make one video, like during that video, another idea will pop up, another idea will pop up, another idea will pop up. It's like the less videos I make, the less ideas I have, and the more I make, the more ideas just pop into my head. I learned more about veganism when I turned vegan than I ever knew before. I didn't do it the other way. I learned everything about vegan, turned vegan, and already knew all the information. I turned vegan without a clue about, well, veganism. And then as I became I started realizing that there's a lot more to it. I started subscribing to vegan YouTubers. I started learning about the things they were teaching. There is still a lot more that I must learn, and a lot more that I want to tell you guys. So that's why I'm going to be making more videos on this topic, and just keep tuned for that. And I'm just very happy that I decided to film this video for you guys today, because I express my choices, and I just like telling you guys what's going on. And those are the 3 reasons I turned vegan. And give it a go. Try it for 7 days and There's this thing going around called the 7-day vegan challenge, right? Try it out. You are going to notice a difference. And if you don't, because you're eating vegan fast food, there is such a thing, no one does. No one does. Try eating a raw vegan diet and do not limit yourself, for God's sake. A lot of people are like, I'm hungry, I'm vegan, I never have enough food. It's because fruits just have less calories than the fast food you've been eating, so you need to eat more fruits. Fruits and veg are more expensive than other foods in supermarkets. Yes, it is. And that says a lot about stuff. But anyways, I'm not going to go into that. But I value my health more than the amount of money I'm going to give to a food that's going to make me feel worse than when I ingested it. Loving yourself is choosing that thing that's more expensive just because that's going to benefit you more in the long run. And I'm talking about food right now because that is what you eat is what you are. Now, thank you for watching this video. I will see you guys soon. Planning to make so many beautiful videos for you beautiful people, so stay tuned.